Hello everyone, welcome to Shantha Lakshmi IAS. Now in this video, let us discuss categorization of OBCs, which was in news recently. And this topic comes under our GS2 main syllabus, that too in polity and governance related part. So why this particular topic was in news? Because the center extended the tenure of this Justice G. Rohini Commission, which was appointed to examine subcategorization of other backward classes, that is OBCs. So that's why this particular topic was in news. So what does this subcategorization of OBCs mean? Subcategorization means creating a category within a category, right? So the subcategorization of OBCs means creation of subcategories within the OBCs for the purpose of reservation. In India, OBCs are granted 27% reservation, right, in jobs and education under the central government. And among the 2600 central list of OBCs, only a few affluent communities have secured a major part of this reservation. So there is inequitable representation of these communities. So that's why there is a need for subcategorization of OBCs. And this subcategorization or creating categories within the OBCs for reservation will ensure equitable distribution of representation among all OBC communities. So this is all about the subcategorization of OBCs. And moving forward, now let us see some details about this Justice G. Rohini Commission. This commission was appointed in 2017 with a tenure of 12 weeks ending in January 2018. But in 2020, the central government has extended its tenure for a 6 months, that is up to 31st January 2021. And now its tenure has been extended again, that is till 31st January 2023. And this commission draws its budget from the National Commission for Backward Classes, which is a constitutional body. Then moving forward. Now, what is the purpose of this commission? We'll see that now. When the commission was appointed in 2017, it was given 3 purposes. That is, to examine the extent of inequitable distribution of benefits of reservation among the OBCs, and to work out the mechanism, criteria, norms, and parameters in a scientific approach for subcategorization within such OBCs. And the third one is to identify the respective castes, communities, or subcastes, along with classifying them into their respective subcategories. So these were given in 2017. But in 2020, one more provision was added to the commission's purpose, that is to study the various entries in the central list of OBCs and also to recommend correction of any repetitions, ambiguities, and errors of spelling or transcription of this central list of OBCs. Now, there are 4 provisions in which this commission has been appointed. What are those 4? To examine the extent of inequitable distribution of benefits of reservation, to work out the mechanism, criteria, norms, and parameters in a scientific approach for subcategorization, for identifying and classifying them into respective subcategories, and to recommend correction of any repetitions and errors in the central list. So these were the 4 provisions. Then moving forward. Now let us discuss about some of its findings of the commissions. According to the 2018 data analysis of 1.3 lakh central jobs and admissions to central higher educational institutions given under OBC quota are as follows. So these were the findings. Around 25% of these jobs and seats have gone to just 10 OBC communities. See the number? Just 10 OBC communities only. And 97% of all jobs and educational seats have gone to just 25% of all subcastes classified as OBCs. And 983 OBC communities, that is 37% of total OBC communities, have nil representation. See the pathetic condition here. These 983 OBC communities have nil representation in jobs and educational institutions. And 994 OBC subcastes have a total representation of only 2.7%, that is 2.68% in recruitment and admissions. So these were findings of the commission. From this we can understand, right? There is inequitable representation or inequitable distribution of reservations among OBCs. So that's why there is a need for subcategorization, which will ensure equitable distribution of reservation among the OBCs. Then moving forward, till now we have seen this. What is subcategorization? About the Justice Rohini Commission and its purpose and its findings. Now let us discuss about this National Commission for Backward Classes. Initially, this commission was a statutory body under the Ministry of Social Justice. But in 2018, this particular body has acquired a constitutional status through the 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act 2018. So this 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act is related to National Commission for Backward Classes. And what is its composition? It consists of 5 members, that is chairperson, vice chairperson, and 3 other members. Chairperson, vice chairperson, and 3 other members. And these 5 persons are being appointed by the president by warrant under his hand and seal. And conditions of service and tenure of the office of chairperson, vice chairperson, and 3 other members are being determined by the president itself. So 102nd Constitutional Amendment Act is related to National Commission for Backward Classes. 5 members, that is chairperson, vice chairperson, 3 other members appointed by the president, and the terms are also being determined by the president only. This is all about this NCBC. Now let us see its powers and functions. It investigates and monitors all matters relating to the social and educational backward classes. And it also advises on the socio-economic development of these classes. Also evaluates the progress of their development under any state and the union. And it presents its report to the president annually. And the president lays such report before each house of the parliament. Then, if any such report or any part thereof relates to any matter with which any state government is concerned, a copy of such report is forwarded to the state government. And if parliament makes any law, or if the president may determine which is related to protection, welfare, and development and advancement of the socially and educationally backward classes, the NCBC has to discharge such other functions also. And see the one more important fact here, it has all the powers of a civil court while trying a suit. What are its powers and functions? Investigates and monitors all matters relating to the socially and educationally backward classes, advises on the socio-economic development of these classes. It presents its report to the president annually and has the powers of a civil court. So this is about powers and functions of